we back. So first of all, let me just apologize because you see I was trying to fix the little introduction thing. It was looking real wonky. So next time we have our show, we'll make sure it's right. But make sure, guys, whenever you come on an As Real As You Gets TV show, have your introduction ready to go. You got to have your introduction ready to go so you can post it, because I trust there are going to be thousands of people watching this particular training, and you just never know who might see your introduction and actually want to get plugged in. Well, I'm excited. You see the new look? Do y'all see the new look? You see we got stuff going on over here. We got stuff going on down here. And then we out here looking real fabulous and fly. You see I got the new backdrop right here. You know what I'm saying? Because we are Urban CEOs. So I am so excited to be here. Guys, As Real As It Gets is back. As Real As It Gets TV, where we talk about real things, real people. It's all about being able to take your business to the next level. Now, just so y'all know, As Real As It Gets TV is put together by Urban CEO. Urban stands for unapologetic, real, bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. We are a nonprofit organization with the mission of being able to be the bridge amongst urban entrepreneurs, or at least aspiring entrepreneurs, and business success. If you're anything like me, guys, maybe you came from a position where you might be a first-time entrepreneur, a first-generation entrepreneur, a first-generation corporate climber, a first-generation graduate, or whatever it may be. What I do know, though, is that, honey, I wasn't really taught a whole lot of things about, success. I wasn't taught that, what you need to do to start a business. I was never taught, how to be able to use other people's money to have success. See, these were things we were not taught. And because we were not taught, sometimes when you go to different environments, meetings, and find these resources, it can be overwhelming. I was talking to somebody the other day just about, one of the things we were trying to do to get some search situations set up. And it was just, the verbiage that they used, it just made it seem so complicated. And I was like, why they gotta be so extra with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all just can't simplify it? We don't know what you're talking about. But anyways, that's what Urban CEO is all about. So for those of you guys who are here and in the house, I want to shout you guys out. All right, now we got some people in the building. What's the business? We got Angela Wynn in the house. We've got Yvonne Orr in the house. What up, what up, what up? We've got Charlisa Harriet in the house. Stephanie Denise, how you doing, girl? Okay, so make sure y'all go ahead and comment, shout, and please, by all means, share this video, y'all. As Real As It Gets TV is in the building. We are back, and we are better than ever. Well, look, as we normally do, we like to have on our incredible ambassadors. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming an ambassador, what you need to do is simply send a text message to this number below. You want to text Urban CEO, text 484848. You can learn more about joining Urban CEO, being an ambassador, and all those great things. So definitely make sure that you plug in to Urban CEO Network. Okay, what up, Tony? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Okay, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to shift gears because we have a young lady who's going to give you our quote of the day, And we like to make sure that we highlight our amazing Urban CEO ambassadors so that they can come up here and share those quotes of the day. Guys, she's originally out of North Carolina. She went to this college, this HBCU, North Carolina A&T. I mean, I don't know much about that school. But anyways, I'm just joking. Shout out to all of my HBCUs in his house! But she went to North Carolina A&T, and when I went to Hampton University one time, I was on a dance line, and I went to the college dance, against A&T, and they were throwing stuff at us. So ever since then, I felt a little kind of way. Okay, but she's an amazing person. You would not be able to see any of that in her. She is amazing, incredible, and she helps a lot of people to be able to get visible. So without further ado, I want to bring on our ambassador, none other than Stevie Aisha Mills. Well, Stevie, for some reason, you looking frozen, girl. Let me see. Girl, you're froze, but we can hear you.
Oh, Lord. See, that's probably because you talk so bad about my school. You don't want me to come on through. It's okay. As long as y'all can hear me. I'm sorry. But let me go and give you this quote real quick because you want to hear that. I am Stevie Aisha Mills, and I did attend the illustrious, the amazing North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University 2 times. Yes. So the quote that I have today is that God has already written your biography all you have to do is continually turn the pages. Again, God has already written your biography. All you have to do is continually turn the pages. Who am I? I am Stevie Aisha Mills. Catch up with me at cultivatingyourItFactor.com. And I turn it back over to you, my sister.
Well, thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Yes, honey. Yeah, I said, look, I said that's what it was, Stevie. I think it was I was throwing on the hate a little bit too much, honey, and I need to fix it. My bad. You know I love you though. I appreciate you, but thank you for that quote. Yes, God has already created your biography, guys. I mean, the truth is this: all we got to do is just live in it, right? I always like to say, well, I don't always, but recently I've been saying more than anything is that God will make room for your gift. Okay, I believe every single one of us in the house has a gift. And if you start walking in that, you will be blessed beyond measure. And so congratulations to every single one of you guys that are doing that. And for those of you who need help, just stay plugged into Urban CEO. Now, yeah, okay, now hold on, y'all. The background is looking real janky right now. Hold on, let me see something real quick. We got to fix. That ain't right. That is not right. That is not. Hold on, y'all. Y'all ignore this. I'm about to move the background. See, one thing about me, let me tell you something about Urban CEO, honey. We are unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. So when you get on As Real As It Gets TV, we keep it real. Ain't no cookie cutter. You ain't going to see us over here trying to talk like we perfect in everything. No, so I just had to make sure my background was right because, it's kind of lopsided real quick. So we fixed it. But anyways, how you doing? Okay, so we want to also talk about some announcements as well, guys. So make sure you get your pen and paper out so we can tell you some of these announcements. First of all, who is your favorite CEO? If you go to urbanceonetwork.com/nominate, you still have time. We have extended it. It'll be by the end of this month, guys. If you know anyone who's awesome, male, woman, youth, all of that, even including yourself, you need to go to urbanceonetwork.com/nominate today. Vote for yourself and vote for somebody else. Invite other people to vote, 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 vote. We are looking for our top 80 who's who of urban CEOs. Just in case you don't know, when you are selected to be in the top 80, you will also be a part of the 2020 magazine Who's Who of Urban CEOs edition, which is fire and dope, might I say. We have so many people that are hitting us up like, oh my God, can I get a copy of 2019? Look, you ain't got to worry about 2019 if you focus on being selected for 2020, okay? You could be in the new edition. So the who's who of urban CEOs, all you have to do is go to urbanceonetwork.com/nominate. Also, have you registered to be a part of the new Urban CEO database? So let me tell you something, guys. I am constantly always looking for entrepreneurs. I put out an email to our urban CEOs the other day that I was looking for somebody that did taxes. I was also looking for somebody that did credit repair. We're always looking for people, but guess what? We also have CEOs who are always looking. Today I put a post out. Hey, I'm looking for somebody that does graphics. But you know what? Honestly, I would prefer to be able to connect with people who are already within our network. However, y'all got to go and make sure that if you are a part of the academy, that you register to have your information in the database. Because I'm going to tell you this, guys, it's not just me. I get people who come to me every single day. We have people, our VP, Candy Martin, they're coming to her every single day. They're coming to Stevie Aisha Mills every single day looking for people who have a specialty in a certain area. If you are an academy member, you get to be listed in the database for, guess what? FREE. But you need to log into the academy and follow the instructions, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can actually be a part of it. Now, final announcement, due to Rona, Rona running around here in these streets cutting up, and some of y'all out here in these streets cutting up because y'all states have been opened up. Let me just talk. I ain't gonna talk about you, but I'm gonna talk about you. Okay, look, y'all better stop cutting up in these streets because the mayor of Houston talking about he about to shut it back down. He gonna shut it down. So guys, don't forget, you gotta still follow your social distancing. But Rona has messed up a lot of conferences for a lot of us. But you know what's so exciting? Our guest speaker is going to teach you guys how to be able to turn this and turn it into an awesome opportunity. But the June summits for Urban CEO have been postponed as far as the physical events. But we are still in the works of putting together 2 virtual events for Atlanta and Houston, okay? So just in case you were wondering, we still may have it. And also, just in case you didn't know, If you are an Urban CEO Academy member, see every summit that we have as a member, you also get what is called our Urban CEO Power Packs. And these are full of so many great goodies, from products to training, etc., etc. Now, if we don't have our physical event, we are still working on making sure, guys, that all of our Academy members get a power pack mailed out to them, okay? So just in case, you're not able to pull up on us, we still gonna pull up on you. All right, how you doing? All right, so that's what's up. So that's our announcements right there, guys. And again, make sure is this your first time joining us? Make sure that you send a text message to Urban CEO, to 484848, and put in the message space Urban CEO so that you can be updated on whatever we have incredible events. Well, guys, we've got to make sure that we pay some bills. And by the way, if you're interested in learning more about how you can actually have your commercial on our show, please do not hesitate to contact us. Just go to our website and we will connect with you. But let's go ahead and do this commercial real quick and we will be right back. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Taria Vision Avant, and I wanted to just jump up here real quick and tell you, have you heard about the Urban CEO Network? Darling, if you have not heard about Urban CEO, then you need to make sure that you jump on board. Right now, we have a special so that you can actually be a part of our Urban CEO Academy, which is our monthly membership program, where not only do you get exclusive access to events, discounts, and things of that nature, but you also get training that's designed to help you to grow your business. Right now, you can join for 7 days for free and see what we're all about. All you need to do is go to urbanceoacademy.com and check us out. For real. Like, we're the fastest growing organization right now, designed to help men and women that come from the urban community that want to grow in business, that want to grow in their career, or you simply just want to be able to grow in your life. Urban actually stands for unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. So come over here, check us out, join. We want you to be a part of what we're doing. 7 days free. You have really, it's a win-win situation, so you can see what we're all about, all right? So join. I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'm going to talk to you later. Deuces. Who is dancing to that, right? Our beats always be funky fly. You know what I'm saying? We need to get our own custom beats. Anybody know some beat makers out there that's trying to put down for the put down with Urban CEO? Holla at your girl. But yeah, man, look, so I'm excited because now it's time to bring on our guest speaker. And I can tell you guys, this young lady is going to light it up. By the way, it's after hours right now. And I just want to know, is anybody drinking? Is anyone drinking a cocktail? Because, let me tell you something. I drink and I love a good wine. I know y'all been waiting. I'm working on it. We're trying to get my own wine. That's a goal of mine for 2020. But 2020, I'm really at the point of doing a Control-Alt-Delete right now with 2020 because let me stop lying. Because honestly, how many of you guys can attest that 2020 has been pretty productive so far? In spite of everything that's going on, you've been productive. And for those of you who've been productive, I definitely want to go ahead and congratulate you on that. But yeah, honey, I am drinking some wine, okay? So we're drinking a nice, good red wine. Okay, Tammy says she's drinking. Holla at your girl. Look, let me tell you something. Ain't nobody over here. We are not proper poppers. We straight up are ourselves. That's what Urban stands for: unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. But okay, so needless to say, I just wanted to throw that in. I'm excited to bring on our guest speaker today because this young lady is definitely killing it in the game. By the show of hands, if you are interested, I just want you guys to drop some money bags. Okay, a lot of y'all, look, I said who drinking, and we got everybody commenting and stuff. 2020 has been amazing. Absolutely. It's been awesome, right? But if you have been making some money so far and you are interested in learning how to take your webinar skills to the next level, what I need you guys to do is drop the money signs, in the comment space. Okay, Chanel says she about to make her a Patron margarita. Okay, Coco says I'm drinking that Red Label. Okay, what's that? Or you mean you drinking red? Or is there a drink called Red Label? You got to put me up. If so, you might need to send me a free bottle or something. You know what I'm saying? I'll taste it. Okay, Mercy, yes, 2020 has been lit. Absolutely on fire. Yes, everybody, drop your money signs, because let me tell you something. One thing I do understand is that when you know how to be effective with your webinars, guess what you get?
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. Dollar, dollar.
See, guys, look, we in a state right now where we can't do a whole lot of physical events. So you need to know how to be able to be productive with your webinars. This is why I thought that this would be the perfect Coco's drinking beer right now. Okay, girl. Coco, girl, you better go here with your beer. All right. I don't like beer, but I guess if it's the right one. But guys, you got to be productive with your webinars. You got to understand how to be effective so that you can be able to increase your bottom line. And I'm going to tell you guys, many people that have been plugging in, they've been learning what we need to do, taking it to the next level. They've been having success. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I've been on a couple webinars recently, child boo, and they not really popping, okay? So I'm so excited. That's her laughing in the background. I'm so excited to bring on this young lady, okay? So let me give you her accolades. She's a virtual COO. She is also the product launch expert. So for those of you who are launching experts, product launch expert, and she is a webinar queen. Y'all, I want you to give it up for me. I want everybody to raise the roof, put your hands, your clapping emojis, and all those great things for none other than my sister from the East Coast, darling, doing it big out there, DeKesha Williams. Let's give it up. Let's give it up.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I had to find my mute button. I'm over here dying.
I ain't got no sense, girl. And look, this wine is the first thing I done ate all day.
Lord have mercy. What's going on, Taria Vision Avant?
I am amazing. I am amazing. Well, look, we are so excited to have you here because everybody here needs to know how to get these webinars popping. We got a lot of money signs that came on screen. So the floor is now yours.
All right, well, let's do it. We can switch it over real quick, and I'll go ahead and educate the people. I see some dollar signs over here on my side. So apparently somebody wants to know how to grow and scale their business using webinars.
Awesome. We are live.
All right. Well, cool. Hello, everybody. My name is DeKesha Williams, your virtual COO, and I'm just a chick that lost the same job twice, building a successful business from the comfort of my own home. If this is the first time that you are hearing the sound of my voice, I can remember the day that my daughter told me that I missed the first week of school 3 years in a row. I couldn't believe it. It felt like she stabbed me in my back because I thought I was a super mom with an S on my chest. However, being a district manager of 15 locations over 5 states, Lord, I used to fly through Atlanta like it was nothing. I think I used to get mail at Hartsfield International Airport, to be honest with you. But we used to have our meetings like the first week of September. And here on the East Coast, school starts the first week of September. And so August 24th, 2011, I had to figure out like how is it that I could be available and present for both of my kids who are now 14 and 20. So we fast forward 8.5 years, but I could still make revenue from what I like to call hashtag sideline money. So y'all can type the comments below. Hashtag sideline money. Now I got 2 kids, 4 sports. So you're talking gymnastics, Lord, track, basketball, and football. So that means my money has to be automated because I can't be there all the time. So over the next few minutes, I'm going to say maybe 30 minutes. I'll give you 30 minutes. We're going to talk about how you can really get down and grow and scale your business. One of the first things that I want you to realize, so you have to start with the end in mind. So I want you to share in the comments below, like over the next 30 days. Well, let's say 90 days. I'll give you 90 days because that gives you time to implement. Over the next 90 days, how much money would you like to generate in your business? Don't be shy. Don't sell yourself short. But I want you to just drop the comments and let me know how much money you're looking to generate in your business. Some might say 10, some might say 50, some might say 100K in the next 90 days. Don't be ashamed. Start where you are and don't compare yourself to somebody else's 5 years, 7 years beyond you. All right. So before the night is over, before the day is over, depending on wherever you are listening to me, my mission is to help you understand how you literally can create your first, if you've never before, your 5-figure launch, literally using the webinar platform. Now, webinars is just a vehicle, so y'all got to pay attention. But literally using webinars so that you can create a freedom-based lifestyle. It's what I consider to be a freedom-based lifestyle. Like I said, I like to make hashtag sideline money. So that means that I got to be able to live the life that I feel that I deserve. I see Cash says she want to make 100K in the next 90 days. I'm all right with that, Cash. So here's what I want. Funny, her name is Cash too. Here's what I want you to understand. People will pay you if you help them solve a problem. I get so many people, and Taria, you probably get this too, that people ask, well, will they pay me for this? People will pay you if you help them solve a problem today. It does not matter what space that you in. It could be real estate. It could be health and wellness. It could be financial services. Listen to me. Before we make an educated buying decision, or before we make a buying decision, we depend on someone to educate us. So if you can help them solve a problem, they'll pay you. They will pay you. Got it? So the thing about it is you don't necessarily need like a large list. It drives me crazy. Like how they make it seem like you got to have like this list of 10,000 people. You got to have this list of, 20,000 people to really make a five-figure. I've done it with less than 50 people on a webinar, right? But you just have to have a solid offer. And you really, and we'll probably talk about this in a little bit, but you really need to be able to understand and articulate like what your audience needs. Like oftentimes we create a product or a service based on what we think they need. And in all actuality, we don't really know what our audience needs. So if you can create an offer that really helps them really solve one problem at a time, you can kill a webinar with less than 50 people on it. And let me tell you how. You literally are putting yourself in a position where you are positioning your expertise in the front of the right audience. And I say this a lot of times because a lot of people like to go just live and they feel like, oh, if I go live, I can sell from my live stream. Well, I don't know about y'all, but when I go live, my dad, my sister, my stepmom, everybody and their mom shows up on the live stream. Those are not my ideal clients. So I use live stream for awareness and I use webinars for conversion. Y'all better catch that. You better write that down. I use live streams for awareness and I use webinars for conversion. Your conversion increases regardless of the size of your audience. All right. Now, so here's the ticket. Like the key is you have to really move yourself from speaking to everyone and convert to speaking to the one, meaning the person that's going to actually invest in your products and services. That's when you can position yourself to make more money. So if you are that type of person or if you are that individual that says, oh, I can help everybody, let's bring that down just a notch. Like, let's get real specific on who it is that you serve and how you can help them. That's not to negate that you can't have multiple audiences, but when you are speaking online, and especially now, there is so much noise online. Like you literally have to rise above the noise. And the way that you're going to be able to do that is with your messaging. And you literally have to focus and position yourself to stand above the crowd. So like I said earlier, like anyone who has any type of products or services, even consultations, it doesn't matter. As long as you can educate, like I was talking to a young lady today and she does notary. Like she shifted to like online notary, which is really big now. Like they're actually closing homes with a virtual notary. And I'm like, well, you need to position yourself to have conversation with realtors, loan officers, house inspectors, because they need to know that this particular service is provided. She's like, well, I could do a webinar. Man, I don't care if you selling CBD oil. I don't care if you selling tea. I don't care if you selling notary. You have to educate your audience in order to get them to purchase. So listen, webinars are vehicles used to transfer information to the end user so that they can make an educated buying decision. Y'all can read the screen. I talk fast. Webinars are a vehicle used to transfer information to the end user because it's your responsibility to educate your buyer. Now, this is one of my favorite screens. And so this is a webinar launch. And I didn't even know that this was a thing. Like they call it launch stacking. Like we were doing it, but I didn't know it had a name. So let's just say that you have product A, right? And you my methodology is one program will change your life if you let it. So you can take the knowledge that you have and you can package it into one program. And we've literally generated just $100,000 on one program, right? So let's just say you get 10 people to pay you $724 a month, right? And so you do the math. And I think we did this on a payment plan of 7 payments, right? So if you launch a program in January, 10 people paying you $725 a month or $724 a month. Let's look at April. April, you're going to do the same thing again because you want something that's repeatable, that's duplicatable. So you still have 10 people that's still paying you from January, right? And then you're going to enroll a new class. And so in April, look at your revenue. Now you are having, it's no reason why you can't do multiple 6 figures in your business. Let's fast forward to July. How many of you all under the sound of my voice like what July look like? That's 21.7K a month. And that's just from one program. I don't think y'all hearing me. One program. That's not to say that you're not having VIP days, you're not doing events and selling into masterminds. Listen, y'all, and get this. It's pre-recorded. Let me say that again. It's a pre-recorded course. Like that's how easy it is, and you can sell these type of programs online. Is anybody picking up? I see LaShawna said launch stacking. So webinars are the most effective method to create 6 and 7 figure businesses. Let me tell you what some of the people are doing. Lord have mercy. And I think this chick, and I always forget her name, but she's like in a 2 comma club. Y'all ready? She sold a course on flipping mobile homes. Like seriously, a course on flipping mobile homes, buying and purchasing mobile homes. This can work for affiliate marketing companies. We had clients that came in. Sometimes they have the contest in affiliate marketing. She did a webinar, enrolled like 10 people. She brought home an 8-foot trophy from using a webinar and pitching, enrollment into her company. A lot of people in affiliate marketing, they're selling, other people's products. So you don't even have to have your own product to get started to make money online. I was listening to a podcast last week from Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson is the founder of ClickFunnels. Russell Brunson said, if you don't have your product, your own product in your business, you have no excuse to make money. Russell said, sell somebody else's product for 52 weeks doing a webinar, and you can generate enough revenue to put back in your business to create your own product. So there is no excuse of why you're not making money in your business. A lot of entrepreneurs also sell tickets to events. So these are just some of the examples that you can use a webinar on the front end or the back end. And I'll show you what I mean when I say it's on the front end or back end. It's basically your ecosystem or your sales funnel. So the reason why I use webinars, not only because it's flexible, but it helps you to build your authority, build your tribe, build your list, but you can make money, like automated money. And it helps you create a freedom-based lifestyle. The key to the webinars, how many of you under the sound of my voice actually has a list? Like how many of you have a list or started growing your list? How many of you have a list over 500? 3,000? 5,000? I'm starting to realize that a lot of people do not have a list in their business, you guys. And so if social media were to shut down today or tomorrow, it is very important that you have your own list. And so that means generating leads. Lead generation is the process of acquiring data from an audience who could potentially have the problem that you solve. And so with a webinar, you are actually capturing their first name, last name, email address. I do the phone number. A lot of people say, DeKesha, you might be blocking yourself out, or you might be eliminating people from opting in. Well, I'd rather take people that's serious versus people that just opting in for free gifts. I want people that's actually serious and looking to generate revenue and are really ready to have a conversation. So I ask for the phone number. Anybody that's been on my list, that's been in my tribe, know good and well, somebody from the team has probably picked up the phone and called you. Probably. And you probably have gotten a text message. But this is what has helped us to revenue generation. And what you need to understand is the first thing you have to do is get the leads. Because if you have a cash flow problem in your business, that number one, that means that either they don't know that you exist or you're not having enough sales conversation. I love it. Note takers and money makers. I seen Eric, is Erica live stream for awareness webinars for conversion? Erica said list is started. I don't see a number, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you the kudos that you're at least starting your list, Erica. You got to start where you are. There's nothing wrong with that. So revenue generation is really created based on how many prospects are converted into clients. And so like for me, so one of the things that we do is I make it a goal every week, minimum 6 people I'm gonna talk to. I know I'm gonna convert to, right? Now, sometimes we do 12, 15 appointments. It just depends on what's going on in our business. So what goal have you set for yourself? How many conversations are you having in your business? Are you keeping track? If not, you need to. And so what we've done is we've created online courses to create 5-figure launches. And then in a minute, we're going to talk about online events. And I heard Taria was saying she's getting ready to shift to a virtual event as well. So with the online courses, so if you remember the launch stacking slide, online courses are a part of y'all get ready, $300 billion industry. You can just give me 1%. $300 billion industry. Awesome. I love it. They starting their list. So here is one of the reasons that webinars are like crucial to your business. So when you think about when we make a buying decision, it's done in a phase, all right? And it's done in a 3-part process. And if you want to take a screenshot, I don't think I'm on camera because I was about to say I normally pose, just in case I'm in a picture. But just in case you want to screenshot this to kind of reference back to it, this is important. And so when we make a buying decision, we have to go through awareness, consideration, and conversion. Oh, you got my pose. And that's why I say live stream is for awareness and webinars are for conversion. So let's think about, I gave you 3 examples that you can use to create awareness. So if no one knows that you exist and you are looking to build your tribe and build your audience, here are 3 things that you can literally do to create awareness for your brand. You can live stream, you can blog, you can start a podcast, you can actually be on other people's podcasts. Got it? So that's just how you get your name out there. Well, what about getting people into the conversation? Like, how do people get to know who you are? Okay. So that's actually an engagement sequence. A lot of people do challenges. A lot of people do summits. But what they're doing is they're creating an opportunity for the people to engage with you. Like, that's why you see a lot of 5-day challenges, the 14-day challenges, a lot of telesummits. All they're doing is creating a relationship building strategy, right? And if they do it right, they can build utilizing someone else's list and have someone else promoting them and still build that relationship. But check this out. At the end, there always has to be a conversion mechanism. There always has to be one. And if you are online at any time in the last 60 days, you will see that either there is an automated webinar, a live webinar, or some type of webinar / they call them masterclass now. So we fancy now. So masterclass, but every single last one of them are used to convert into clients. So that's your conversion mechanism. So some people say, well, DeKesha, I'm a little nervous about using a webinar and, going live and all the technology. So here's what I say to you. Don't y'all tell nobody I said this, because I stand behind my webinars. However, if you have like a private Facebook group that you've been really engaging and you may have posted your challenge in that group. I see a lot of people doing that masterclass in their private Facebook group. That's why you see the Facebook Live, but in parentheses it says groups. So it's very similar because you already collected their information before they got in your group. So from the webinar queen, I will give you permission. I grant you permission in this moment, only this time. I will never admit to it, that you can actually do your masterclass in a Facebook Live. All right. So y'all got that? Awareness, consideration, and conversion. That is literally the buyer's journey. Real quick, these are some additional examples of awareness strategies: live stream, podcast, the blog post. Consideration, get yourself a nurture sequence. Like when people join your list, I have gotten so many responses because we have an email sequence set up to nurture the relationship. So when you join my list, there's some emails that go out that tell you about my journey, because 9 times out of 10, if you haven't seen a webinar, a trainer, or you're not in my group, you may not know how I got started. And so many people respond back to that email saying, I appreciate you sharing your journey. That gives me the courage to keep going, right? So that's the consideration phase. You really can have like 3 to 5 emails. Start with 3 and just tell your story over 3 emails. And what you're doing is you're creating that relationship. Also, free offers, and we'll talk about the education-based marketing strategy in just a second. But telesummits. Now, this one says webinars because some people use webinars just to kind of educate their audience. So if there is not a call to action, so basically, if you're not selling or pitching and you're just training, you can actually use that as a consideration mechanism as well. And then, of course, conversion strategies. Listen, webinars. A lot of people do events. Let me tell you, y'all. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Woo! I can't even get it out. I did not want to do events. Like, I absolutely love being able to operate from the comfort of my home. And I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason why we started doing events last year is because my clients wanted to come together. Isn't that crazy? Like, my clients were like, listen, D, we want to be in your presence. And so if that's, you have to give your client, you have to give your audience what it is that they want. Oh, sweet Jesus. So we started doing live events. And again, their conversion, it puts you face to face with them so that you can build the relationship with them. And you actually have a higher conversion rate. I'm gonna be honest with you. You have a higher conversion rate when you get them in the room. And so virtual workshops too, which is becoming the new thing. So let me tell y'all, knowledge is the new currency. I'm trying to tell you, knowledge is the new currency. You better get yourself an online event so that you can share your knowledge and expertise. Can I tell you something? I don't know if anybody told you today. There is someone waiting to work with you. But if you don't invite them, if you don't open up and extend the opportunity for them to work with you, your bank account will always say zero. Always. And you have to be clear on what it is so that you can literally be comfortable enough to make that $25,000 offer. Some of y'all probably cringed just now just by me saying offer something for $25,000. If you don't have one in your business, you better get you a $25,000 offer. So real quick, here are some different ways that you can launch using the webinar platform. Some people do like a one-off webinar. Maybe it's just every Thursday they'll do a webinar, right? Or there's an automated webinar and there's a call to action at the end of the webinar. And so again, you got to use the registration process. Telesummit launches. These telesummits, like especially right now, number one way to build the list like in a large quantity and then offer on the end. And this is where you invite other complimentary speakers to share their expertise. Like we added maybe 1,500 people in the last 30 days just from doing combined telesummits. Challenge launches are really, really huge. But listen, don't just do a challenge and don't have a masterclass at the end. I'm telling y'all, if you've purchased a program and they told you to do a challenge and don't do a masterclass or a webinar at the end, that's why your conversion and that's why you're not getting people to enroll into your programs. I'm just here to tell you. All right. I see a lot of influencers doing like a 3-part, 4-part video series. Again, they work very well. And here is why. All of these examples that I'm giving you, it creates a large amount of engagement with the host in a small amount of time. So you got a lot of people really excited about your message, really excited about what you do, what you offer. Most of the time, if they anything like me, because if I'm in your challenge or if I'm in your 3-part video series and I have done it before, I lied to you not. I'm in your inbox and I'm like, what you offering at the end? Because I need to know how much it costs. Like, that's just me. I'm like, I know you offering something. Can you tell me like when your cart open, how much is it going to be? Like, do I get a discount if I pay in full? Because I'm going to be your first person. So I need to know. That's just me. But that's why these work, because you create such a large amount of energy and excitement in a small window, and they want to work with you. So when you leave them hanging and you don't offer them anything, they just like, well, dang. But Erica, can I work with you? DeKesha, can I work with you? So don't do it in vain. Make sure that you have an offer on the back end side. I'm trying to help somebody. So at the end of the day, webinars are part of a sequence of activities, y'all. It's just not a one part thing. And this is why I have to teach this, because a lot of people think that, oh, I could just do a webinar and I'm going to be rich. Oh, you need to know it's in the 20K program. We're going to talk. But a lot of people think that, oh, I'm just going to do a webinar. And then they get frustrated because maybe 5 people show up, 10, 15 people show up, and then they don't convert. But you're missing some of the pieces. You're missing some of the pieces, and it's some of the sequence of activities utilized to convert prospects into paying clients. All right. Real quick, I don't know where I am on time, but I want to show you something. And this is why this is really important. I know I probably said that like a couple of times, so it's like 9 points of why this is really important. I promise you. So there's 3 things that you need in order to master the online events. All right, you got it? Number 1, you have to master prospecting. So you have to be clear on who you are speaking to in order to, because you can actually attract the wrong audience based on the messaging that you use. And the reason why I say that is because when you're promoting your webinar, I see a lot of people all the time, come to my event, come to my event, come to my webinar. I'm having a webinar. But it's like, for why? Like, you have to tell me what's in it for me. Like, why do I want to log in? Like, why do I want to sit for 45 minutes? I know you're going to keep me on here for 30 to 45 minutes. You have to tell me at the end of the day, what am I going to walk away with? What is my UGT? The ultimate goal of transformation. What you going to do for me? And that is, you got to promote the problem and service the solution. You know, it's sad when your kids can repeat you. Promote the problem and service the solution. That's how they raise their hand and they say that I know she is talking to me. You can't just tell somebody, come join my event. That's not going to work. You have to tell them what's in it for me. Promote the problem, and then you service the solution. Got it? That means that you get clarity around the problem that you serve. Be specific. That's where the UGT comes in, about how you can help them solve that problem. How is that webinar going to help them solve a problem? And then be very, very clear on the results that you provide. Now, this right here is my absolute favorite slide. And here is why. The reason is, so many people say, DeKesha, everybody is doing this. Everybody is selling insurance. Everybody is a realtor. Everybody is in network marketing. Everybody does books, accounting, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you why. Because you're spending most of your time trying to market to the top 3%. Do you realize that the top 3% are ready, willing, and able to buy? So if you're in a room of 100, right? Only 3% of those people are ready, willing to buy right now. And if you are focusing all of your energy on that 3%, of course you're going to feel like the market is saturated. Of course you're going to spend thousands of dollars on ads trying to market to that top 3%. But do you realize there's another 67% of people out there waiting to hear from you? 6 to 7% would actually consider what you're offering only if you take them through the 3 steps that I told you about, the awareness, consideration. So if you were to educate them just a little bit on how you are going to help them solve the problem, you can immediately turn that 6 to 7% person into an actual client. 30% had not even considered the actual solution that you provide. So there's 30% of people that never even considered writing a book or hosting a webinar. But once they hear Taria, or once they hear me speak, they're like, oh, now I see how this can benefit me. Now I see how I can make money for this. Now I know why I need to have a conversation. That's why you educate. That's why you use webinars, to educate your audience. And then there's a 30% who actually they just never even considered it. Like, it was just not an option. There's so many people that I've talked to, like, a webinar. What's a webinar? Like, a what? And I can use it to do what? So just imagine, and this is why I go live. This is why I educate, because there's 67% of people, number one, that may not even know I exist, may not even know webinars are, you're able to monetize them. But if you market to the 67%, you'll have a better chance of increasing your conversion, because now you're educating your audience and they're going to be more loyal to you. They're going to show up to your webinar. They're going to register and they're going to show up. And the other statistic is 40% of the people that show up to your webinar will become a prospective client. You better write that down. 40% of the people that show up will become a prospective client. When I have a sales conversation, I always go into my system and find out how we were connected. And do you know a lot of people that actually become my client have already been on my list? And the first thing they say, I've been watching you for a long time. I've been on your list for a minute. Some of them can convert because they're coming in from like an affiliate or something like that. So you have those that'll convert the first time you talk to them. But a lot of times they could be on my list for 3 years. They could be on my list for 2 years. But they've been following me and I've been educating them the entire time. And when the time is right for them, then they're ready to buy. And that other 30% at the bottom, y'all, they naysayers. Don't even worry about that bottom one. So just focus on the 67% of people that had no idea. And here's how you master it, right? A lot of people don't tell you this, but it's the easiest thing that you can put together, and it's a sales funnel. And the reason that you need this is because I told you you're going to attract leads, right? And that's how you're going to make money. So when they opt into your webinar, you want to have like a squeeze page or a landing page. It doesn't matter what platform you use. You can use Lead Pages, ClickFunnels, WordPress. At this point, just have a methodology for them to be able to give you their information. DeKesha likes the first name, last name, email, and phone number. I just do. If you want to just do email and phone number, or first name and email, whatever suits you. But for me, we use the phone number. Don't collect anything that you're not going to use. Okay? Because now you're wasting their time. But as you see, it points to a sequence of emails. Those are your nurturing emails. And on a confirmation page, you can have some training, you can have some content, you can invite them, you can do an upsell. I'll tell y'all a secret, only because Taria, my girl. We book appointments on our confirmation page. So we have a link to join the Facebook group. And if you can't wait for my webinar, you can have a conversation with me. We had 6 appointments today just from utilizing this strategy. So that's a quick nugget for you. You're welcome. And then last but not least is the conversion page. That's literally where you are going to make your money. That's the webinar page. So that's where you go live, you do your training. And I'm telling you, the beauty of this, you guys, and this is me, I'm gonna wrap it up. The beauty of this is when you put this funnel methodology in place, and when you do it enough where you know that it's converting, you know that it's working, you actually can automate this entire process, and you can generate what I call #SideLive money. You can call it beach money, sleep money, money while you sleep, automated, whatever you want to call it. Put a pretty name on it. But there has been times where we have launched and I'm sitting out at a concert and somebody just signed up for my VIP level, and you get I got an Apple Watch, that's what I'm looking at. So I get the notification of payment received that somebody joined into my program, and I'm like, high five, drinks on me. We just got a new client. So, and there's a beauty of that, but you can make money on the go and you're not always fixated, to your computer or something like that. So one of the things that really helped scale our company was when we started to automate these processes, like automate these conversations, automate the enrollment, automate the registration process, we got a webinar challenge that's 100% automated right now. I don't even teach it live anymore. So people are going through the challenge and getting information and educating themselves without me. Now there's a Facebook group where I'm engaging, but that's the beauty of having these pieces in place. So I hope that you have taken something from this information. I always try to come and, they call it edutainment. No, what is it? Comication. A little bit of comedy and a whole lot of information. So I'm telling you, if you have never tried using webinars in your business, you guys, before the next 30 or 45 days, I promise you, you have to be able to build your own platform. Don't wait for somebody to invite you to yours. You got to build your own stage. Because if you sitting and waiting for somebody to ask you to be on their stage, you can be waiting for a long time. You got to find other ways to grow your business, build your list, and make money from the comfort of your own home. My name is DeKesha. You will be passionate, be purposeful, but more importantly, be profitable. Back over to you, Taria.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, look, real quick. So, DeKesha, I'm gonna pull us up on the screen together so we can talk real quick because I've had a couple questions that have come up.
Okay.
And you did your thing. And first of all, the website where they can go and get some free information, the webinarchecklist.com. Make sure that you guys go to that. So if you're trying to contact her, is that where they need to go? The webinarchecklist.com. That'll get them the first steps. Okay, perfect. So one of the questions, LaShonda says she took plenty of notes. Sine says, what's a good scheduling app or calendar?
So actually, I just switched over, to be honest with you. I just switched over to Acuity. I had Time Trade, and you can't put pixels in Time Trade, or at least I never figured it out. So I use Acuity, really like Acuity, and I'm maybe 20, 25 bucks a month. I'm not really sure. But that works for me. You can use, I think Calendly is another one, that will automate.
One you gonna like.
Huh?
I got another one you probably gonna like better.
Which one?
Because I actually was in the queue. Oh, Lord, look. Okay, there we go. I just kicked my camera. I used to use Acuity too. But then Marquell Russell. You know who he is. He put me on the Once Hub. And Once Hub lets you redirect. Once somebody has scheduled their appointment, you can redirect to where you want to redirect, like automatically. Because I think at Acuity, the challenge I was having is I could put like a link where they could go, but it wouldn't automatically redirect. Now, if they do, because I used Acuity for years.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still learning them, and we usually use it on our especially on our webinar funnels, like on our confirmation page.
Yeah.
So I have to check out that one. I have never heard of that one, but I literally, when I say in the last 30 days, I had Time Trade for some years, and I would always pay for it for the entire year. And then I'm like, okay, I need to switch. But by the time I switched, they already took the money. I'm like, oh.
And you know what? And what we not going to do is waste no money.
Right. And I'm like, man. So this time it caught me. And so I was just trying it out. So I'm not married to any platform. That's just the one that I picked. And I'll definitely take a look at that one. And I know a lot of people use Calendly. I haven't used it.
Calendly. But Acuity, one I used all the time because it could text people. All of that stuff that you need, like, reminding them, I used to love it. So, I mean, I still loved it, but I just found that the Once Hub, now what I will tell you though, is that Once Hub took me a little bit of time because all of those like scheduling platforms have their own kind of, like you said, you're learning it. They still all have their own learning curve. So definitely. Yeah. So
and what was the other question?
I haven't seen any other questions, but I definitely wanted to ask you. So when it comes to doing webinars, what are some of the mistakes that you see people actually make? Because I mean, people are trying to get to virtual, but like I was saying, like I was on a webinar the other day, and girl, I had to click off because I was just like, my attention span is so short. And so the question is, what are some of the mistakes that you see people make that those viewers right now are urban CEOs can actually avoid by learning from you?
Well, for me, like I don't do fluff, so I don't like to have a lot of fillers in my webinar. Like some people teach you to have like certain elements in the webinar. I'm gonna come out the gate teaching, like I'm coming out the gate teaching. So and somebody, when they first got on, they was like, I already got my pen and pad because I already know DeKesha. So when you know like your particular topic, come out the gate with content, like substance, because again, it's so much noise online that if you can't maintain and keep their attention with the information that you're sharing, meaning that you got to be able to share with them stuff that they can't find by Google, can't find by YouTube, because a lot of people are spending their time doing that. And then show your personality. Like don't have like a monotone or And a lot of people, I know they're nervous. Don't use it like a script. Like, I know you got to start somewhere, y'all, but please don't like sound like you're reading from something because people can pick it up.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend you practice before you go live. I have talked to teddy bears. I have talked to my children. I have talked to myself. My kids know most of my presentations, but you have to practice because you want to come across very confident, not cocky, but confident in the information that you provide. Let me tell you, with everything and everybody that knows the secret sauce to everything, like they're gonna smell it if you feel. I mean, if you just sound like like I'm telling you,
like too many
so make sure you practice.
They're like,
yeah, they can smell it because I'll tell you how happy I jumped off a couple like I already know. I know it's a lot of stuff that we already know. So you have to teach me something that I don't know. Like 80% of the information out here, a lot of us we already know it. And so the other 20%, we get it from working together, collaborating, and masterminding, to be quite honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure that you have high quality, like technology. Like right now, I'm in this room because I have my equipment in here. My Logitech camera, I'm not using my desktop camera. Don't get me wrong. I love my Mac, but the camera on the Mac is fuzzy. So you need to get you a nice HD camera. Like, I mean, I got all types of goodies around here. I got two Mevos around here.
Come through me,
like, I got mics around here. Like, honey, you're going to have to invest just a little bit so that you can come through and sound good. A lot of people will forgive like a slide deck or something like that, but they're not going to forgive the quality of your video and the quality of your sound. You cannot shortchange that.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. That is so important. That the sound, especially because many times, like some of you guys right now, I'm almost 100% sure there's a few of you watching that are not watching. You're just listening. And so because her audio is on point, it has kept you engaged long enough to where even to the point you probably picked up your phone and was like, what? Let me see what she's talking about. Cause she over here dropping. Did she just say how much per month? And so you guys plugged in. And so I definitely think that's important. Sine wants to know, if you are new to the virtual world, what is a good price point to start out offering a webinar? Essentially, I guess, should you be charging for your webinars, or like, how does that work?
So for me and my students, when we're just starting out, the whole purpose is for you to build your list. So I tell my students, do not charge for a webinar, right? You're going to either have a conversation or you're going to offer at the end of the webinar. A lot of people, if you're selling a webinar, 9 times out of 10, it's not the same content as what we know to be a webinar. Mm-hmm. I'll give you an example. We've done what I consider to be a masterclass training, like a 4-hour training, and we charge for that. But I am actually training, meaning my people are on the other end and they are implementing. So when I'm doing a webinar, I am teaching, I am educating, and then we're going to ask for the sale. When I am charging, if I'm charging you, like I'm training you, I'm giving you something that you're going to pick up and implement in real time. Yep. So if you're just getting started, I highly recommend that you go with the free. Really get clear on your messaging so that you can make sure that you attract the audience and the person that you want. Last thing you want to do is waste your time with people that just here for the free show. I would definitely do a free and then create an offer on the back end side. So, I mean, now I've seen like later on down the road, those webinars are put into a membership program and are sold in a membership program. Now that membership program can go from anywhere from $47.97 to $197 a month. I mean, when you've been in it long as Taria and I got webinars from 2012, but it's got good content on it, right?
Yeah.
So they can go in my membership area and I can charge $197 because content is what is important. So I hope that helps. That was a good question though.
Okay, awesome. Hold on, let me see. Okay, great. Okay, well, first, before I even ask you this next question. So first things first, guys, you got to go to the webinarchecklist.com. So ultimately, DeKesha, if you could explain to everybody when they connect with you, because I know they go to that and then you'll probably offer opportunities for them to schedule a session. ultimately, what is it that you help all of our CEOs that are watching right now? What is it that you're going to help them with?
So for the webinar checklist, ultimately, this is designed for individuals that have never had a five-figure launch, that have never done a webinar before. And at the end of the day, if we were to have a conversation, my ultimate goal literally, and this is across the board, is to help 50 entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, to hit their first six figures in business. And the reason why I say the first six figures is because for a long time, I thought it was hard. I found my journal a couple of weeks ago, and my sales goal was $2,500 a month. And I about fell on the floor because I was selling myself short, because I had no idea that it was easy to make $10,000 a month, $15,000 a month, $25,000 a month. I had no idea. But that's because I didn't have anyone there to show me how to decrease the time that it takes in order to get there. So literally, it's all about having a conversation on how you can grow and scale your business, and typically using the methodologies that I've talked about, all of them today. Some people might like to use challenges, summits, and things like that. We literally help to create the foundation in your business so that you can scale and grow. And that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. It's funny that you say that too, because I remember when the first time I ever earned, because it don't even matter what I was doing, because in a corporate world, I never earned a check over 1,000. Like one check written that had like a comma in it.
Right.
No, ma'am. We didn't do that. But I remember when I got my first check that had a comma when I was as an entrepreneur, and it had my name. Like, yep. It came in the mail and it said Taria Avant. And it had a comma. I died. Like, I remember like, what in the world? Jesus. Yeah. And you know what's so exciting about what it is that you do? There's people right now, literally, guys, they don't even leave their homes. And when she says a 5-figure month, they're having 5-figure days. Yep. And so this is not something that for any of you that maybe even feel like, okay, well, I'm not there yet. You got to stop allowing those limiting beliefs to keep you from taking action. I just want to know how many of y'all are going to go to the webinarchecklist.com. If you're going to go to the webinar checklist, download your free gift, and then make sure that you stay connected. I want you to say, I am. Just type that in. I am. Because, guys, it's nothing like being able to get that first comma and then realizing that, okay, the opportunities for me are limitless. And I know we have a lot of people that are watching right now that can definitely say, so that's happened for them. One more question. Mm-hmm. Technical stuff. Cameras. So Lisa wants to know, what camera do you recommend? I want to have a great visual presentation. It's funny because the camera I think that you said that you use, I've got the same one.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting here looking. Well, actually, y'all, they have a new one now. So I have the Logitech C920, but apparently there's an updated version of the Logitech. So I have a C920. You can Google it. You can go, well, there's a shortage online now where everybody at home using
everything is short, from the mic, like the green screen.
They might be price gouging. But I have a Logitech. I've had this Logitech for quite a while, and I mean, it still does its job. But you can look up Logitech C920, and clear as day, HD camera, and it's a oh Lord, I can't even think. It's a USB. Like it's a I can't think of the word. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah. Because I use the same one. It plugs right into the USB port, so you don't need to have any kind of fancy applications or adapters. Because, for example, like with my let me show y'all the adapter I had to buy for my daggone Canon. You got to buy one of these little cam link things. Do you know this little thing right here costs? I don't know how much it was, like at least $100. It might have been $100, $200 for this. What is this? Why am I paying $200? I just use my little Logitech and I'll be straight. But you see how it's like auto zooming? Do y'all see that? That's what it does. For those of you who are asking for the domain is right there, y'all. It's right there, right there. The webinarchecklist.com. Hold on. Webinarchecklist.com. I'm angling it right there. The webinarchecklist.com. We got a lot of people that said, hold on. Everybody said they're in. One person said,
I want all the commas.
I
I want all the combos. I'm telling you,
Absolutely.
it's a beautiful thing. Like once you actually, and to be honest with you, it changes the way that you look at yourself. Like you work hard, you work hard, you work hard, but when you actually hit it and you get there, like you like, did I just do that? Like me? Lord me? You be like, all right, let's go. And you want more.
Oh,
So, and that's the reason why I'm so passionate about like at least 50, minimum 50, because the possibilities are there.
and you know one thing I can appreciate you about you, DeKesha, is that you stay focused in one area. Since I've known you, this has been the movement. This has been the goal. This has been the purpose. And a lot of times, and I'm sure you know this, especially with many speakers and coaches, we get kind of like derailed because we see so many people out here teaching on this, teaching on that, teaching on this. And now we're like, okay, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that without you having established a foundation. I want to finish it off with that. What do you say to the people that maybe they feel like, you know what, because you mentioned this at the beginning, identifying who your audience is. And they're saying, well, I mean, I know how to do this. I know how to do that. I know how to do this. So why can't I just do all three? What do you say to that person that's trying to figure out where to fit in, or how should they fit in? Should they fit in all three, or should they find one thing and run with it?
So Keller Williams, the founder of Keller Williams wrote a book and it was the one thing, right? And literally he bought all of his agents and they all were in a room all day long and they put up all of these ideas on the wall. And they literally sat there until they got down to one thing. And that's what I say to you. Be like a stamp and stick to one thing until it delivers. Focus on one thing. And I think I said it earlier, one program will change your life if you let it. Here's why I say that. When you focus on multiple things, you're taking your energy away from the main source. So if I'm promoting this and I'm promoting this and I'm promoting this, and these are three different products, I'm trying to put all of my energy. I only got 100% energy. I wish I did have 150, but I got 100% energy, right? And so if 25 is going to my family, 25 is going to this, 25 and 25, everything is not getting my complete attention. So you got to be like a stamp and stick to one thing until it delivers. And that's it. You got to master it. And that's the thing about it is it takes 10,000 hours to master something. So how do you expect to sell something you haven't even mastered it? So I'm not saying that after 3 years, 4 years, after you've gotten your 10,000 hours and you mastered it, that you can't layer something else on. That's fine. And I mean, and the thing about it is nobody knows what you offer once you get that person on the phone. You can put them into a mastermind. You ain't got to put them into those 6-week course.
Tell them. Let them. Come on. Hold on.
Yeah,
Repeat that again, because I need some people to understand what you just said. Break it down in layman's terms. What you talk about, girl? Because I think some people will miss that. They say, but no, Tari, I need everybody to know everything. And da, 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 da. Explain that one more time.
Let me tell you something. Look at here. All right. I'm break it down, forsake it. Let me tell you, if I get you on the telephone and you need graphics, we got 4 graphic designers, 4 coders, 2 copywriters, and executive assistants. We got an outsourcing club that they can pay if they need an executive assistant. But you don't see me promoting that? I would look like a Walmart online. No. You type in the webinar queen, you're going to find me. But guess what? My clients need graphics. My clients need funnels. They need copy. So guess what? I got people on my team that I can reach out to and I can help them do it all. But I'm not promoting it. And the only reason why you know is because I just told you. You can't find it on my website. You're not going to find it on my business page in my group or anything. So once you get that person on the phone, based on what they need, now, if you can provide it with a level of integrity, don't be just trying to get clients just for to get clients. You have to have a level of integrity, right? And you have to be able to provide or deliver. You can put them in one-on-one coaching. Like, I mean, the sky's the limit.
I appreciate it, girl. That was Power. That was power. In fact, that was some money power.
Here comes the money, money, money,
Dollar, 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 dollar. Y'all, listen. Branding is all about the one thing. When you think of what's his name? The one that him and his wife, they just had a baby, and they named the baby some an equation. Elon Musk. What did everybody know Elon Musk for? One thing. But Elon got his money in a lot of stuff. What everybody know Jeff Bezos for? One thing. But he got his money in a lot of stuff. What everybody know Steve Jobs? Y'all thought Steve Jobs was a billionaire off of one company? Come on, son. No. It's called One Thing. So I appreciate that, DeKesha. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. The webinarchecklist.com. Everybody, make sure that you plug into that. That's my girl, DeKesha. DeKesha C. Williams. She's going to get you right. Y'all need to make sure that you plug in, okay? So look, one more thing before we wrap it up. I know y'all ready to go. I know y'all attention span. Look, I'm ready. I need to refill my wine because the cup is empty.
Gone.
Right? But what I'm going to do, guys, is we do want to do a giveaway, okay? We want to do some giveaways, all right? So for those of you who are Academy members, we're going to do something real quick. Hold on, I got to drop this into the screen because I need to I didn't drop it in before. Okay, here we go. Here's the update. So this is what we're doing, guys. Today, dang, where my thing at? Hold on one second. Let me grab it real quick. Okay. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to pick 3 names today. Okay, 3 names. You see I got my little tripod here. This right here is a tripod. It's a selfie stick for phones though, but it's like a tripod too. So, because, many of us, you be out in the streets or whatever, we social distancing, so you ain't around nobody. So you still need to be able to have something so you can set it up and take a picture. So this right here, let me show you. You see how far, look. It keep going. It just keep going. It keep going. It keep going. So I can set this thing up. You see, look, I got it on the ground right now. I can take some videos. I can do all type of stuff with this. And then also what's dope about this is, hold on. It got a little remote. And so it's a Bluetooth little situation right here. A little Bluetooth situation. So you can plug it to your phone. So all you got to do is you connect your phone like so. You connect your phone like so. You see? You can do it sideways. Or you could do it up and down, vertical. So you're gonna screw it in real quick, screw it in. Okay, so for those of you need to take some pictures, right? So look, watch. Bow. I'm gonna set it up. I have my little thing right here, take my pictures or whatever. So I don't gotta ask nobody to hold up my camera for me. You know what I'm saying? I could just do my own pictures and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? Like this, like that, right? Like my girl on Instagram say, like this, like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to give away 3 of these to 3 Academy members, okay? 3 Academy members. Y'all about to win one of these. Look, y'all talking about y'all need that tripod in your life. I know. I wouldn't put it up here if I know y'all didn't need it because I know y'all do. And y'all know I like to give away stuff that I'm using. So we're going to be picking 3 Academy members, current Academy members. Guys, you want to make sure because every single show, we're going to be giving away all types of stuff. So I'm going to open up this membership list of active Academy members. I'm going to do the spin for 3 winners. If your name is selected, this show is recorded live on May 25th. Okay, May 25th, Memorial Day. In case y'all didn't know it was a holiday. I know, look, some of us don't even know today's a holiday because we'd have been in the house so much. But look, May 25th is when it was recorded. So you must email info@Urban CEO Network by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 10:59 on the Central. Hold on, y'all. Look, my little lash is falling off. I put these little magnetic lashes on. Look, it was coming off. We Urban CEO, unapologetic, real bold, action-oriented, and non-conforming. I'm going to be myself. Okay, so look, real quick, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to put up this list. If your email is selected, you have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For y'all that's on the West Coast, that's what is that? 7, 8, 11:59. Okay, that's 8 o'clock for y'all here on the Central. It's 10. No excuses. So I'm going to go ahead and select these 3 emails of active Academy members. Every single time we do a show, we're going to do all types of stuff. It ain't going to always be a tripod. It's going to be different things that we're going to give away, okay? So let me go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see who about to win. That's not what I meant to do. Let me do like this because I don't know how to fix that real quick. One sec, y'all. One sec. Oh, you know what I could do? I know what I could do. I'm going to share my screen, and then I'm going to turn this off. That's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. Okay. No. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. So I'm sharing the screen, so y'all should be able to see. I still have this up here. I don't want to have that up there. Sorry, y'all. You know, these technical difficulties. Y'all just ignore all of that. We good. Y'all want to win, don't y'all? So you need to stay up here. Okay, so here we go. I'm just going to open up a new screen, and that'll be that. All right, so here we go. Y'all ready? So let's do the giveaway. And we're going to pick 3 names or 3 emails. And so if your email is selected, you have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to claim your tripod. And when you get it, I want to make sure that you use it, take a picture, and tag Urban CEO Network. Don't play with me. If y'all don't tag Urban CEO Network, I'm going to remove you from the list of winners. Some of y'all be winning stuff. Y'all ain't tagged us. Y'all ain't showed no love. That's what's wrong with us. We got to do better. Okay, anyways, let's spin this wheel. And number 1 is Tony at studio413salons.com. You have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to email us at info@Urban CEO Network. We need your mailing address so we can ship you your things. Number 2. DeShonda Jennings at Outlook.com. DeShonda, you have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to get your winnings. You need to email us your mailing address. And then number 3. Boom! Miss Denise James at gmail.com. Congratulations to our 3 winners. Guys, remember, you just never know what we be giving away when you are a part of the Academy. Being a part of the Academy most definitely has its benefits. So make sure, guys, that you go ahead and join the Academy today. You have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to email us your mailing address. We will go ahead and ship off your winnings to you. When you get your winnings, though, what we really want you to take a picture. Take a picture. Let us know you got it. Tag Urban CEO Network. Well, guys, my name is Taria Vision Avant. That's another edition. Y'all, DeKesha C. Williams was off the chain. I know a lot of you guys said that you're going to go over to her website. Make sure you go over to that. If you're watching the replay, you still got time to go over there and get your free gift. Do not hesitate. Do not wait, guys. Next week, guess what we have next? Not next week. On our next show on Thursday, we have none other than Mr. Shay Brown, guys. So Mr. Shay Brown is going to be here on Thursday talking to you guys. So make sure that you plug in for our next show. That is it. That is all. My name again, Taria Vision Avant, and this is another edition of As Real As It Gets TV. Deuces. Thank you.